Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today will not be a album review, but a top tens list. Now, I don't want to get let's say, I don't want you guys to think that this has officially become a top tens channel because that whole genre of YouTube videos, the top tens, is very oversaturated. Just in my opinion, But this is just gonna be a couple of this will be just a couple of top 10 lists about usually about music, but it can eventually I'll probably branch out to more stuff. So today we are going to be doing my top 10 favorite Nirvana songs. Now, if you don't know already, Nirvana is my favorite band of all time. It has been for a pretty long time, but I never really made a top tens list about my favorite songs by them, but today I have, and I will be sharing my views about Nirvana's discography and my top 10 favorite songs by them. So, number 10, we have a tie. The only tie in here, actually, in this list, and it's School and Endless Nameless. Now, both these songs have undeniable live presence that really energizes their shows. For example, Endless Nameless will most likely be the closer. Actually, it is the closer sometimes for their concerts. And it is. It's not really. Whoa, no, like a. It's a. It's not a traditional song. I don't. It's very hard to say. It's a hitting track on the 1991's Nevermind album. It's more of a destruction song to go along with it. And School is the only song on this top 10 list that is on Bleach. Um, this song has probably the best drummer by Dave Grohl. Even though Chad Channing was the drummer who performed this on Bleach. But I really can't say which song is better, School or Endless Nameless, so I'll just put it on here as a tie. Number 9, we've got Heart Heart Shaped Box. Heart Shaped Box is the third song on In Utero, and it is a mainstream classic. I mean, a lot of people, if this is not the song that everybody knows, it's either Come As You Are or Smells Like Teen Spirit. And Heart Shaped Box is more rather a very the music video, I should say, has a very artistic feel to it, which I appreciate as well. Not too much people appreciate it for all the controversies sprung up, but I do appreciate it. And the song is a very good one. I would probably say it maybe scratch the top 50 of my favorite songs of all time, which is a different video for a different time. But yeah, the only thing I wish that was improved on this was the solo. I think the solo was just a little bit too short, but other than that, it was a great song, and that is why it's on the top 10. Number 8 is an oh whoa. Number 8 is Aneurysm, that was on the compilation album Incesticide. Incesticide was my door creaked a little for I guess no reason. But yeah, Incesticide was the compilation of all the some B sides Nirvana had to release, and this song, in its entirety, didn't really seem like a B side. In fact, it seemed like an A side, in my opinion. But things happens, and actually, this is one of their more known songs. Ironically, being a B side. But yeah, incest. Aneurysm is another one of those tracks that has a monumental impact on their live shows, especially with the drum, Dave Grohl being on the drums and giving it so much energy. If you don't know, Dave Grohl is probably one of my favorite drummers of all time. But yeah, Aneurysm, number 8. So we have Lithium. Lithium is I believe, fifth track on Nevermind. And again, another mainstream classic. I do like the whole structure of it all. It goes from verse, chorus, verse, chorus, whatever. I guess the second chorus. I don't really know, and I kind of dig the structure of Lithium a lot. Um, I do I do like the vocals of it all. The backstory, or what this really song is about a man who his girlfriend dies and turns to religion. So yeah, it is kind of I guess you can see how it all comes together with the lyrics and the meaning and all that stuff. But number 7 is Lithium for a reason that uh why In Bloom is not on here, and I just think it's a little bit, uh, let's see, a little bit too polished. I want to say. I do like In Bloom's Smart Sessions way better than the original. Not the original. Than the album version, the studio version, and I do like the Smart Sessions Lithium a little bit better than the studio session. But that doesn't mean that Lithium is a slouch. The studio album, it's no slouch, and that is why it's on number 7. Number 6, we have Serve the Servants, one of the most underrated songs Nirvana has to offer, in my opinion. It is the opening track for In Utero, and it was a brilliant choice for it to be the opening track. As you know, I am one of those guys who think the placement of songs really does go into how the album is received. Poor if it has poor choosing of tracks, like let's say if a song fades in is one of those songs that fades in, it should probably number one. It should probably be number one, and if it fades out, it should probably be the last track. Uh, but yeah, um, I think the placement of "So the Servants" was very good. Um, it was probably one of the high points on the album. Actually, this is back to back. This In Utero had a back to back set list, or whatever track list that 5 and 6 are connected to, and I guess you guys already know what it is. Number 5, Scentless Apprentice. This song, I think, gets just a little bit too much flack for being a little bit too noisy, trying to overdo it, which I don't see at all, actually. I think this song is a perfect mix between violent, aggressive, and appropriate, especially on In Utero, which I think is the hardest album, or most loudest album that Nirvana has to offer. The drum work of this song is brilliant as well. Songless Apprentice is my favorite song on In Utero, for maybe reasons you guys don't understand, but like, again, this is just my opinion. Number 4, Drain You. I believe it is the eighth track on Nevermind. I am not sure. Uh, but Drain You has this kind of a structure that I also like as well. It kind of breaks down in the middle of the song and comes back to the verse and comes back to the chorus as well. It ends on a pretty nice note. Not it's not too. It doesn't end in a dramatic ending, but it still ends up pretty good, not disappointing me. And I think I say for a lot of people out there who like Nirvana that this song is one of their more underrated and probably one of their more better songs. Enter top 3, and this might not shock a lot of people, but number 3 is Smells Like Teen Spirit. Now, I know a lot of people out there might be saying, oh, this Smells Like Teen Spirit is overrated. Why did you put it in the top 3? It doesn't even belong in the top 10. It doesn't even belong in the top 20. Now, just because a song, and I do think Smells Like Teen Spirit is overrated. Trust me. But I don't think that just because a song is overrated doesn't mean it's not good. Now, again, this is my opinion, and a lot of other people might think, "Oh, Smells Like Teen Spirit is a very bad song." When you look at the lyrical content, yeah, it's not the best, but it still has a rhythm to it that you can try to get along with. And I think this is one of my favorites from Nirvana's category. or discography. No doubt that "Smells Like Teen Spirit" is the most recognizable song uh, in Nirvana's discography, of all Nirvana's discography, and probably one of the most recognizable songs of all time. So I don't really love to get into this song a lot because, let's face it, everybody knows uh, the bases around this song. Number two, we have another mainstream classic here, "Come As You Are." Now, I think it is true that "Smells Like Teen Spirit" does overshadow a lot of Nirvana's great songs, especially songs on "Bleach," "Incesticide," and on "In Utero," and even on songs like "Nevermind." For instance, "Breed," "Drain You," "On a Plane," and "Lounge Act." But "Come As You Are" yes, it is a mainstream classic, but I don't see it as being overrated as much as "Smells Like Teen Spirit." "Come As You Are" has this watery riff to it, which I absolutely enjoy, and it sounds even better on Equalizer. If you have ever downloaded an app called Music Equalizer, whatever it is, I would suggest you do it if you want to change up your music style a little bit. But "Come As You Are" has a riff. Not a riff. Yeah, actually, yeah, a watery riff to it, and it maintains that little aquatic little feeling to it during the solo as well. Maybe a very lengthy solo, but again, not complicated. A lot of Nirvana stuff isn't that complicated. But yeah, that is, and my favorite probably part of this is the way it ends. I think it ends very, very excellent. It ends at a very excellent pace, and I think that it does deserve to be on the top five, in my opinion, and that is why it's at number two. Number one, Breed. Breed is my first. No, not actually first. It was actually one of my later ones. But Breed is number one due to the fact it could have just been number one due to the chorus. I mean, if you've ever listened to the chorus, it is probably my favorite chorus of all time. Again, my opinion. I'll even put the whole my opinion thing in the comment below. I mean, in the description below. Uh, but yeah, "Breed" is my favorite song of all time, maybe. Uh, Due to the chorus, the instrumental is also good too, and the live performances of this song is, well, just it's great. I mean, it's very excellent. And it does bring a lot of energy to their concerts. Like, for example, "Drain You," "School," "Endless," "Nameless," "Smells Like Teen Spirit," and other songs. But yeah, "Breed," I think is better to listen to when it's live. I think it is better when it's played live, but that does not mean "Breed" is a slouch when it comes to the studio album, uh, the studio version or whatever. So yeah, that has been my top 10 favorite Nirvana songs of all time. Thank you.